I think and I want to talk about next, which is difficult because it's a terrible story, is what happened in Cincinnati, which is kind of close to us. It kind of rings home in reference to it. I don't know if you heard about anything about it, Joe.
See, I didn't hear about this.
Basically, there was a jazz festival, and at the jazz festival, there was basically like this fight, some sort of an argument, and it turned into this massive fight to where a single mom and a gentleman got knocked out and were on the ground, and while they were on the ground, these people were just beating on them.
Not necessarily the woman, but the man. They were punching, they were running over and stomping on him.
Just terrible. Absolutely. And people were going, whoa, yeah, and they're like cheering and all this stuff.
Who was getting beat?
The single mom and the older gentleman.
Was there like similar people beating them? Was it opposite? Well, like what was the
okay. So it was the people that were being beat up were Caucasian, and then the people that were beating them up were African American, and it's causing this big strife between. It's causing another one of these things where all these people are coming out and saying.
But the crazy thing about it all is that they reported that lots and lots of people taking video of it, and the videos are all over the place. But nearly 100 people were around there and saw this take place, and one 911 phone call was made. And I think there's always going to be stupid people and fights and violence and people that just do bad things. Like, I mean, when you watch that video,
it's terrible. It is honestly so disgusting.
Is the guy okay?
They're both okay. The mom her whole entire face is black.
Yeah, someone just steps up and just punches her, and she just boom.
And she's on the ground. The other girls are bang, bang, bang. And one thing I read is that one of the guys who was fighting, who was beating them up, just got out on bond. Okay?
Of jail.
He just got out of jail on bond. The judge gave him a $4,000 bail at 10%, so he paid $400 to get out of jail. Okay? For a crime that was, I think it was carrying a weapon concealed without permission and all. I mean, like not just like he wasn't stealing something from a store. I mean, it was a decently high crime to where now he's out on the streets and he's now committed this crime. And to your point, and I want to get to this grander point, which I've been wanting to talk about since we started this. The one person calls 911. There is 100 people standing around and no one is trying to help until it's all over. They're dragging these people, trying to get them out away. No one is trying to help. No one's trying to do anything. And now, now these people, people in the government are saying they deserved what they were asking for the beating. I'm telling you. Someone in the government tweeted they were asking for the butt whooping they got. No. I'm not even kidding you, Paul. The police chief said both parties are at fault.
Well, that's fine to start an argument.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't even really matter what took place.
Mm-hmm.
The outrageous thing, more so to me, is that one person calls 911.
But also, too, you're on the ground. The guy's on the ground. He's not moving. The woman is on the ground, not moving. You can just walk away. Like, if you needed to get into a fight, you made your point. If I got in a fight with somebody and I had to punch back...
Well, what started the fight that they deserved
I don't know. But supposedly there was alcohol involved and all this stuff, and they're saying that... But walk away. Like, if you're in a position where I need to physically get into an altercation with somebody because I feel like my life's in jeopardy, my family's life's in jeopardy, something like that, I'm going to do whatever I can to just get them away from me and run.
Mean, I didn't see the video. I don't even know what's going on, but I can tell you right now, if it was two African-American...
It was 4 African-American that got arrested.
No. But he's saying if it was
two African-American being beat by multiple Caucasian
it would have been
people,
a completely different story.
Well, we would have had probably cars being burned right now.
Yeah. You would have known about it. You didn't know about the story beforehand?
Yeah.
Everyone would have known about the story.
To the point that I wanted to get to is that I truly believe that, I don't know if it's around the world, because obviously I'm not traveling the world, but at least where I live in Ohio or in America in general, society is degrading. Society is degrading, not only in this respect, but just there's zero common regard for the person around you. I go to the grocery store and there's probably 50% of the time I'm at the grocery store, someone is nipping at me or nipping at somebody else because they're standing in the way, they're sighing, they're running me over with their cart. At 50% of the time, I'm
experienced that at the grocery store?
All the time.
I'm always peaceful. It's got to be you guys.
It's not me. 50% of the time I'm driving don't start blaming me. 50% of the time I'm driving my car, I'm either getting honked at or I'm seeing somebody getting honked at. I need to get over to get my exit, and that person it's like it's a personal vendetta that they don't want you to make your exit. So they're going to speed up, or they're going to, there's zero common regard.
But if you don't want to hear people beep at you, just turn the radio louder.
That's what's not going to work.
And that guy you have in your trunk that's half hanging out probably isn't a good look.
But I do have experience.
I understand. No, I understand. But I just don't want to believe that society is degrading. I want to, but
I know you don't want to believe it, but it's so apparent around.
But to that point, it makes me think of a video that I watched where these guys go out and they set up a scenario to see what people do. Mm-hmm. And this is really horrible.
John Cornelius, what would you do?
Well, yeah, but these were just guys on the street doing this. And a guy's videotaping, and they have a little boy, 8 years old, walking on a busy sidewalk in some city. And as he's walking through, like right here, there's a little doorway, double doorway, and it's dark. Mm-hmm. And right at that point, this guy comes from off the camera, runs over, grabs the kid, puts his hand around his mouth.
No.
And runs into
him through that little tunnel.
And the people.
This is fake.
It's fake.
Okay. Whew.
It's fake. But people on the sidewalk kind of just look and keep walking.
What?
Well, I wouldn't keep walking.
I would not.
No, that's what I'm saying. And finally, there's a few people they do it over and over again, and there's a few people that will stop or go in there or be looking around, and then one lady runs and follows the guy. But the other ones that but it's this mindset that I don't want to get involved. But when it's a kid, looking like he's being kidnapped.
Yeah.
It's not like this guy just came running over there and grabbed him it's his kid and ran through, but he put his hand around his mouth.
Yeah. But
so to your point, I don't know.
But my wife took my son to a doctor's appointment. There's 2 lanes. The left is the left turn. The right is a left or a right turn. She's in the right lane. She's going to turn left so she can get onto the highway easier. This guy gets behind her. I'm on the phone with her, honking his horn, flipping her off, sticking his head out the window. You dumb bip. You're in the wrong lane. What are you doing? Then drives over the curb.
Oh my Lord.
Onto the sidewalk and gets up next to her, and she's kind of almost screaming, James, I don't know what to do. And I was telling her, if you need to just go, you go. And he's screaming profanity at her, you dumb, and then peels off on a red light, almost gets into an accident. Another example, I'm at Sam's Club, and this just must be me. I'm at Sam's Club. It's pouring down the rain, so I go grab my car and I pull it into the drive-through where it's covered, so we can get my wife and my son in the car, and we can get the groceries in the car. And there's these massive pillars that are painted yellow, and these yellow lines showing you this. It's a one way. This car comes swinging through to get in front of me. I'm in my car. I'm about to start moving. I honk my horn, beep beep, hey,
let me get out of the way.
This is not where you're supposed to be. But I'm gonna just move forward, get out of the way, and this dude comes walking up. Hey, you mother! And he starts screaming, "Fanny, don't you dare beep at my wife!" I stick my head out the window. And I said, "Excuse me, sir. I have my son in the back seat. You're not acting like an adult." He starts coming at me, screaming. And then the woman in the car starts rolling down her window and saying, "I just need to park," and all this stuff. I then say, "Both of you are not acting like adults. You're acting like children. You are in the wrong, ma'am. Sir, you need to be." I'm just trying to calm the situation so I can get the heck out of there. Is this only happening to me? I'm telling you. And then it basically turned into where this guy is just saying, F you, and I just kept saying, Sir, calm down.
Well,
and then we drive away and my wife goes, "God bless, I hope you have a good day." And it made that guy so angry. I mean, it was like he was about to blow up.
I don't know. People are just angry.
And I'm telling you, if this can't just be happening around me.
They were probably upset about American Eagle.
Another thing is he made his wife go out in the rain and grab the car.
I don't like people.
He always says that.
So I ignore them.
I don't like people.
It just, This story just made me remember everything that happens around me. And I'm watching that video and it is just terrible. It is just, and you know what I think? I don't care. I think we should have harsher punishment for criminals. If this man did something bad and he was able to get out of jail for $400 and then he committed this crime, that means we are not doing enough to keep people where they need to be because they committed a crime. Reincarceration rate in America is very, very high. That means they got out of jail, they did something, they got put right back in jail. Guess what? That punishment wasn't harsh enough the first time. If you know the law and you messed up and you did something wrong, put you in jail.
That's only the ones that got caught again.
That's true.
There's still more out there probably doing something they're not supposed to.
There was a drug dealer. This guy I saw on YouTube. This guy's a drug dealer. He's like, I got locked up for 2 years. It was terrible. And then the girl asked him, "Hey, would you ever think about dealing drugs again?" And he goes, "Honestly, I've been thinking about it." And she goes, "I was not expecting that answer." He goes, "I was making really good money. I was the good drug dealer. I was making sure my product was good. That punishment wasn't harsh enough."
But there is a problem when people in jail or prison come out of prison or jail. Now, I don't think that they should have as fair of a shake as the rest of us, but they have a felony on their record. It's probably hard for them to find good jobs.
I get it.
I know, but what is it called?
Rehabilitate
And become part of society again.
So yes,
I think we could do more there.
We could do more there, but once again,
to help them after the fact.
We should make it to where you do not want to go back into prison.
Oh, I agree.
And I'm not recommending I'm not recommending solitary confinement because that cannot be good to your psyche.
No.
I'm not recommending a prison camp. I'm not recommending forced labor.
Prison camps.
You need to do something different because the common population is losing their mind. We're at the grocery store. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not making these stories up. An elderly lady dropped some stuff and it spilled out everywhere. We were like across the store and my wife's like, "James, I've got our son. Go help her." Of course. No one else around was moving. Just like you were saying. If my grandmother dropped stuff at the grocery store, I hope every single person would have wanted to help. I mean,
right.
We are all human.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but I have a love for you because you are one of God's children, and you just everybody needs to just take care of each other. Just come on. I get so frustrated when I think about it. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to break out, but
no. But I mean, is it just today that we're like this?
I don't think it was like this.
I go into Best Buy and I give people free iPods and earbuds and tell them they just won, and wait for them to walk out for the alarm to go off. I don't know. It wasn't me.
There you go.
You're saying
you're the 50th customer. You got some free iPad.
We're just going around giving away these things. We're making a video.
Yeah. Police come and arrest.
They're trying to walk out.
That guy. I've never seen you in my life.
I don't work here.
I don't work here.
Actually, that would be a really funny.
That would be a funny prank,
that.
Especially if you were able to get Best Buy in on it.
Yes.
The alarms actually didn't go off. You had not fake police officers, but you had security guards come and
or
grab
you
them.
just do the real thing.
But were you trying to ask? Is this just a recent thing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, but they also say
I don't mess around with people in cars anymore.
Yeah, I had a bad experience with that. I don't do it either.
When I was coming home downtown with a buddy of mine, and we were driving down Pearl Road, coming through. I think we were still not in Strong's, but maybe we were still in the Parma area or whatever. And a car pulled up. It was in the middle of the summer. Windows were down, and it was late. And they looked over, gave us a dirty look, whatever. And I was just trying to ignore him, whatever. And the guy literally just he had a gun.
What?
He just went like this, and he held it sideways. And I'm like, so I don't even want to I don't even test anybody anymore.
I tell my wife all the time, you just need to be extremely patient, which I think that's another thing is we have a high lack of patience. As a whole, as a society, our patience has gone way down. And it may be partly due to our phones. Our attention spans have dwindled and the patience is gone. It's as if, I don't know if I've done the math because if you're driving 5-10 miles per hour faster and you've got a 5-minute drive, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Now, if you've got a 7-hour drive, driving 10, 15, 20 miles per hour faster, it's going to make a difference. And if you're going to, some guy will blow by us. He's so angry because we were going the speed limit and we get stopped at the same red light 5 minutes later. I don't
But
do
why-
it, but I want to sit there and look at him and go,
Patience is a virtue, my
It
mother
is.
used
But
to
why
say.
do you do the speed limit? I mean, maybe you are the problem. It's always
I don't know why
5
I try to talk to you about my feelings,
Are you driving slow?
and it
5
never goes
to
anywhere.
9 miles over the speed limit.
It
Does your
never
car
goes well.
have taillights on it?
Nice.
Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe you're like a violation. They don't even know you're braking.
You still have a Bud Light sticker on the back of your car. Everybody's mad at you.
Yes.
So you're basically saying it's my
Now put
I'm the
American
problem.
Eagle sticker on your
I'm the
car,
problem.
and you're gonna be even more.
I don't know. When I'm driving anymore, people just wave and they say hi. So
That's what I'm saying. Can we not do that? Can I not roll down my window and be like, "Hey, man, what's going on with your day?" We're at I mean,
I miss the early 90s. 90% of the time in the early 90s, when you pull up to a stop sign, there was lucky that the 5 radio stations they were playing the same song. You were singing with them.
Hey, have you? Yes. Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. There's a very good possibility because there was only 5 stations.
Now it's impossible.
Have you looked at the back of your van? Like,
I
is
have
all this kind of recently the traffic stuff?
no. I mean, some of the bad ones, yeah.
Because I put a sticker on there that says "honk if you're horny."
That's even worse because that means a lot of people are horny.
No, then the other sticker
And then
says, "Run me over if you're not."
And they get up to the window, and I look at them, I go, "Hi," and they're like,
Honk if you're horny.
That's been my problem the entire time. That's why that guy who looked like Santa Claus. And that's the other thing. The guy in Santa Club, he looked like Santa Claus, so it was like even
So
more
he was-
upsetting because I was like, "You're supposed to be like Santa Claus, jolly, happy," and
then-
you were just so angry.
And then your son is like, "Is that Santa,
Santa
Claus?"
Claus.
Oh my!
I've been waiting to talk about that because I think
You had to get it off your chest.
but you're not helping.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm
just playing around.
You know, I like
Yeah.
to mess with you and
I get
give
it.
you a hard time about
No.
things, but it is. I don't know. Maybe society is. I mean, it's really bad that 100 people watched this beating, and one phone call to 911 was made. That's. I mean, unless somehow that report was wrong, but it's just horrible. It's horrible.
Sad.
Well,
very sad.
let's say it was wrong, and triple the amount of people called. That's still 3 out of 100.
Yeah.
I mean, like, think about that.
I'm sure they didn't all get together and say someone's calling 911.
Are you calling 911?
We
I'm not
don't
going to call
have to.
911 right now.
Yeah.
No, everybody was cheering. There was a guy in the background going, "Oh!" 4 people got arrested. 4 people are hopefully going to jail and not getting out for like some bad crimes. You should not be just arresting the people that were beating them up. You should be arresting the guy that was cheering it on, the 5 other people that were standing around like egging him on, like, "Yeah, get him again." You should be rounding up all those people and not putting them in jail. But like, what were you doing? Why are you screaming at a fight? If I was by myself, I'd be trying to help. If I had my wife and my kids, I'd be removing myself from the situation and just getting out of there. I'm not going to be standing there and watching a fight.
It was like a bar, like coming out of, I believe, what
I
I,
don't know.
understood. Like
I saw the video, that was
bars,
it.
almost like down East 9th.
Someone must have said something. Someone got upset. And it just was
Terrible.
And you know what the other thing I thought is? What happens if someone had a gun? Like, and thought that they needed to use it? And now you've got possibly people that weren't even involved getting injured. Now you've got even a bigger scare in a crate. It is terrible.
Crazy.
And I'm not joking when I said that there's people that were like saying they deserved it, and
I don't even understand. If you don't know what happened, how do you say that someone deserves any of that?
And it was a prominent like political person.